I did this on purpose.
What is this? A center for ants?
It doesn't look. It looks like we're on FaceTime.
Yeah.
What's up?
I guess that's how they do it in the movie
movies.
industry.
Yeah.
Oh, picture in picture. Pardon me. There we go. Hey, I'm calling you.
Oh, we have a guest here. This is Kevin. Oh, look, you're.
Hi, I'm getting bigger. Hey. There you go. I'm sitting currently on his lap.
This is my puppet, Kevin.
Hey. What the hell?
Oh, this is actually my bed, so maybe
Is that your bed?
Yeah, it's a bed.
Do a room tour, man.
Oh, I just not renovated, rearranged stuff.
Shoved things under the covers.
There you go. Look at that.
Whoa.
Did you change size?
Like a little mouse, yes. Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa. Aaron's just sitting on your lap here.
It's like those improv games.
Yeah. No hands. For those of you who are just listening to this on Spotify, Ernie's just messing around with the video. So it looks like I'm sitting on his lap and he's doing some, his hands are now my hands.
This is way too much fun.
Zoom.
Let me change it. Let's change it back to our normal room.
The $1 million set.
There we go. Look at that.
Here we go. There's our coffee machine. The plants. The stairs going nowhere.
Let's do the washroom.
Oh yes.
To our what do they call it?
West Wing.
The palace.
The West Wing. The West Wing.
This is our humble abode.
That's it.
This is welcome to BFF episode number 53.
Yeah.
You're here live in the BFF episodes kitchen / complex here.
Yes. The compound.
The compound.
Yeah.
And my name is Ernie Vicente. And always I'm joined by my here's my BFF, Kevin Darius. How are you?
What's up, Ernst? What's going on? I'm good. What's going on with you?
Just chilling. I'm actually yeah. Today's Tuesday.
Yep.
January 31st, last day of January, and I have been rearranging my room all day long, and it's a lot of work.
Trying to do some feng shui stuff with it, or what?
Yeah. You know what? I moved the chair because I have a small. Truth be known, I live in Parkdale. I have this small bedroom in this basement apartment, and very tiny, smallest room I've ever had in my life. And so I have a queen size bed, and I have one of those IKEA chairs. Love that chair. But that chair actually takes up a lot of room.
Is it one of those it kind of reclines, or it's bendy?
It's like bendy.
Yes, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. Very popular chair. I actually have 3 of them.
I think it's called the Malm or something.
Is it the Malm?
No. I don't think so. I think that's a dresser, actually.
I think I have the Malm. The table, I think. Anyways, so yeah, the chair takes up a lot of room, and the bed is huge. It's queen, but I don't want to downsize the bed, So I have to kind of feng shui the place. I'm like, I changed. I put the chair on the other end. So it's like facing the bed, so it's like I'm having therapy or something.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So it's
you could lie down and somebody could sit there and just pick your thoughts.
Yeah. But it's but I was looking. I'm like, it's not good feng shui.
I don't even know what that is really. I guess you have to look that up to figure out what works where.
I actually don't know what feng shui means, but I think that it means like some people like the movement of the room, the energy, the flow. Does it flow?
Okay. Well, does it flow now?
It flows better, I guess. We shall see. I don't know. It's a big mess right now. I was actually not ready because I had to unplug my clock, so I didn't know because you're like, hey, can you record at 4:30? I was like, yes, 4:30 is actually perfect. But then I started because I was gonna do this after, but then the whole time I'm like, you know what I mean? I don't want to record the podcast. I'm like looking at this garbage of a room. And I'm like, I want to change this right now. So I changed it, and it actually took longer than I thought, and it took like an hour and a half. I'm like, oh,
Hour and a half.
I'm beat.
Wow.
Yeah, because I have to move the bed, and it takes it's a whole adjusting the push here.
You got your roommate to help you out.
No, he's sleeping or something. So
it's 4 o'clock.
I know. I thought I slept late.
He's on the night shift. Maybe he's got a night shift.
Maybe, yeah. Long night. Yeah. How are you, Kevin?
I'm good. I was. You ever have those moments where you realize something? Let's just say, for example, you've been saying something a certain way for, let's just say 30, 35 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then you realize you hear something on social media and it's not.
It's totally wrong. I know.
It's exactly
wrong. What are you talking about?
If I was to say, if I said to you, yeah, for all intents and purposes, what did I just say?
Wait, say it again.
For all intents and purposes.
For all intents and purposes.
But see, I always thought, it was intensive.
Yeah, isn't it?
Purpose? No, Ernst, it's not. It's not, you moron. No. I found out just recently, and I feel so stupid. It's all intents and purposes.
What the hell does that mean?
It's just I probably understand that more than I would for all intensive purposes.
Wait, who said this? Who's lying to you?
No, I even looked it up on online, because I looked up for all intensive purposes, and what came out was, did you mean for all intents and purposes?
Wait, who said this to you? Like, what in what context?
I just saw it on social media. I saw it on social media where it was somebody was saying exactly that, like, for all intensive purposes. And I was thinking, and she's like, no, that's not how you say it. That's not how you say it. But on social media, they're always so vague, and they don't actually go into the context of what the actual video should be saying. So I looked it up on Google. What is the correct way of saying it? It's for all intents and purposes.
How do you spell intense? Like intense?
Intense, like your intent, like so INTENTS. Or all intent. Yeah, all intents and purposes.
Okay.
So I guess that's like the all encompassing. Like, basically what you're saying is, like, for all the reasons why, for all intents and purposes, I whatever.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? Honestly, I don't think I've ever used that phrase.
I've used it. I don't think we've in the podcast, but
luckily I haven't. Luckily, I didn't like write it down, like on Facebook or something, or on Twitter, and people are like, "Ooh, what?"
Now I'm gonna do that.
For all intensive purposes.
And let's see, and then wait for the comments to come.
That's very intense. That's a very intense comment you just made.
It blew my mind, and I was like, "Oh, you idiot, you moron!" And then you go back to think about how many conversations did you have that you can recall that you've probably said that, and the other person's like, "Oh, you stupid idiot."
I actually have one. Sorry, what? I have one. It was actually one of our friends. I don't know if you keep up with the group chat.
It's tough sometimes, but like, it's hard to keep up sometimes. But what was it?
Well, one person. I'm not going to name names.
I can already tell.
It's not who you think.
Okay.
One guy said, basically, people were talking about making a lot of money, things like that, right?
Yeah.
So somebody, maybe I'll let you guess who said this.
No, I don't want to out about it.
A lot of them listen to this episode or this podcast, or they used to. Then they stopped after the hiatus. You guys still do that? Well, one guy said, basically, so making a lot of money, things like that. So, in all intents and purposes, he said, "Oh, look at that! From bags to riches."
Ooh.
And I'm like, bags to riches? Like maybe it's a typo.
Backs, like as in like your back?
Like bag. Like
a bag, from bags to riches.
From bags to riches.
Okay.
You know the correct
Yeah, just from rags
from
to
rags
riches.
to riches.
From rags to riches. Now,
You're
depending on
poor.
the type of bag that you were talking about, maybe
it's a poor
it's
bag.
silver, maybe it's a poor
Maybe
bag.
it's a plastic bag. Perhaps it's a plastic bag.
But
So-
I've never heard anyone say.
I have never heard anyone say this.
So what happened? Did everybody call them out?
No.
Oh,
So two people reiterated the
from
statement,
rags to riches.
and no one called them out. And they said, yeah, bags to riches. But they weren't like correcting. They're just like, yeah,
Yeah,
you're
man.
right.
Absolutely,
You're right.
bags to riches.
You're right. We should go on vacation because you're going from bags to riches. And then two people, yeah. So it's three people.
I
Out of
concur.
this, three idiots in this chat. And I saw it, but I was too late. You know what I mean? It's you know,
Yeah, there's a threshold. You can't.
it's a threshold. I can't.
Yeah.
It was like a couple of hours.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I-
yeah,
you know,
that's
I
way
wake-
past. Can't
Yeah.
make fun of it now.
Yeah, like let's say I woke up like at noon
Mm-hmm.
as per usual,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and they said the statement at 10 a.m. You know, I can't be like, hey,
I think that was still within the
Is it?
threshold.
is
I
it?
think
But they
so.
already moved on to like another topic.
It's true. It's true.
You
But you
know?
could have brought that one back. Yeah, I think
Mm,
you would have been okay.
maybe.
But good on you for having mercy in the group chat. Because sometimes I don't know if anybody here is familiar with their own personal friend group chats. Some days, you could be a hero or you can be the villain in that thing.
Oh yeah. And if if I could tell stories about this, everyone has like these I mean, no one wants to see, what I mean, no one wants their friend group chat to be out there,
No, of course not. No.
see
You
out there.
already called them idiots, so I think that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah. Anyways, what'd you do on the weekend?
Nothing. Did
Just
it
hanging out
snow?
with the
Did it
kids?
snow? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's not a bit.
That last podcast was a lot of people like the picture that you sent, the screenshot.
Oh, the kids.
Yeah. I still have to put that one up myself. I'll probably post it today.
Oh yeah, I was waiting.
Yeah. I let it
posted
pass. I let your thing go on for too long. I forgot about it. So I will post it.
I made a post on Saturday.
Yes, I know.
And I waited.
No,
I put a story. 24 hours.
I got it.
And
I was even on Facebook, and our friend Paul Thompson said he wanted to come back.
said, boys, I got to come back.
I said that in my head, I'm like, that'd be a great idea.
But in my head, I was like, you know what? We've only had 4 guests in this show, and already we're having repeats. We have no other friends.
Well, we had 4, and we could look at it as one wants to come back. One had so much fun that time.
Hey, maybe I'll invite our friend to explain his statement from bags to riches. I'll ask that guy.
We'll call the name of the podcast, or the title of the episode will be Dumb and Dumber.
It'll be Snow Money.
Snow Money.
I don't know if anyone got that. So it's just these puns are just for me.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was gonna put like Snow Money left or something.
Have you checked
No more money.
Have you checked lately what the demographic is?
No, I've not.
Yeah. Still wondering if India is still our major.
I've not checked. Because we only have like 5 listeners a week.
Yeah.
So to see where they are, it's like 1 Mississauga, 1 Toronto, and then that's us.
And the other one,
And then
Bangladesh.
the other one is Caitlin, your wife. Where did I check that? Oh yeah. You know what? I'm gonna check it right now. Oh, and you know what, Kev? I have your. Do you want the PS4 for real?
I sent you the message.
Because here's the thing. Last week I bought a PS5, and so I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast, but
We did.
well, like I have a PS4, and I was trying to sell to you. I don't think we talked about that.
No, we're not about buying it and selling the PS4.
Yeah, I think it was after we stopped recording. I was talking to your daughter
Yeah.
on the webcam. I was like, "Hey kids, You guys want a PS4? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
White's like, what? What's that?
He's like,
What's that, man? What's that? What's happening? And then his hair's just like
Cool,
waving.
dude, whatever you want.
Like,
Cool.
like Fabio. That's how old I am. Fabio references.
That's the closest heartthrob that we can come up with.
You don't know Thor? You don't know Chris Hemsworth?
Chris, could be Evans, Chris Evans, even. You could do a number of Chris's. Fabio.
Fabio.
The listeners are Googling Fabio right as we speak.
It's FABOLOUS. It's fabulous.
Yeah. I sent you the messages like it's a deal.
Yeah,
because I looked it up and like when after you said that, that they were all excited. So we started looking up games. I probably won't do like the Fortnite or anything like that just yet. They have like kids games like Paw Patrol and stuff like that.
All right, but the thing is, I have this PS4, but I only have one controller.
Yeah,
I couldn't find the other one.
That's fine.
I've been looking.
Not like Wyatt could play with it either. He doesn't know how to play.
No, I was like maybe you want to play.
Oh, yeah, maybe, but then I think at this
turns.
point I'd probably just be more helping.
Oh, check this out! I actually got you a gift.
A gift?
Yeah. For the games. Look at this.
No, this guy.
It's not basketball.
Oh. Can't really see it because it's blurred out there. It's 2K, but I can't see what the year is. Is that like 17? 19?
WWE 2K19.
Nice.
And Uncharted 4.
Yeah. Is Tom Holland in that, or is Tom Holland?
Who's Tom Holland? All I know is Fabio. Fabio and
you could have used Marky Mark.
Marky Mark. You know, I was watching that 90s show. You seen that?
You were talking about it last week and you said it was pretty good. I seen a couple of just clips of the cameos.
No, it's pretty good because they all have like the 90s references.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Huh.
So maybe they said Fabio. That's where I got it from.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. It's not because you're old. No.
Of course not. So we have a WWE 2K19, Uncharted 4.
Wow.
Yeah, good price.
What a deal.
Look at this guy. Steal.
This is like Santa. Christmas in January. Almost February.
What a steal. I feel like
you're kind of screwing yourself.
I know. I feel like when I hand it off to you, I'm going to be like, actually, I don't want to give it to you.
That's fine. If you so choose that you have seller's remorse at the time of exchange. If you already have the money, you can refund it to me.
Has that ever happened to you? You ever refunders remorse?
I remember.
Because I remember you'd sell. I remember you sold a lot of your stuff. The intensive purposes.
For all
intents and purposes.
Yes.
You sold your Stone Cold Steve Austin WWE Championship, WWF Championship match, championship
smoking
belt.
Skull belt.
Smoking Skull belt.
I think that cost me at that time, whatever year that was, it was anywhere between $300 to $400.
It was 2002 WrestleMania 18. It was in Skydome, Toronto, and we all went to the fan access.
Yep. I do remember I had both buyers and sellers remorse. Buying, when I bought it, I was like, ooh, that's a lot of money. I also looked at it as, well, this is like a once in a lifetime event. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do this again. And I had some extra money at the time. So I bought it, but yes, it did hurt the pocket. Also, we took the TTC down there. So
right.
We took public transit down there, and I had to carry that thing with me going home.
It's pretty heavy. It's like,
pretty heavy.
It's kind of,
and there's no other way to carry it other than as if you are a champion.
It's on your shoulder.
Right?
It's like you are the champion.
So you just feel like an idiot.
I remember that
Like,
day. I remember that day. You had to you're holding you're on the thing. You're on the subway with the belt, and then some homeless guy who saw us come in through Kipling Station, and you're walking. So you walked into Kipling Station not wearing anything, and then you walked out of Kipling Station 5 hours later with this belt. I remember the homeless guy. He said, "Oh my God, look at that guy from Bags to Riches."
ladies and gentlemen, it took a little detour, but he brought us home. That's how you tell a joke, folks. That's how you do a callback, friends. Look at this guy, eh?
Did it?
Bags to riches. Classic story of bags to riches.
You guys have any change? You guys have any change? I want to watch that new Fabio movie.
Holy crap, man. That's an expensive belt.
Where'd you guys get? Where did you get that from? Zellers? Where's that? Or Woolco?
Yeah, that was the. And then when selling it, many years later, because I had no use for it, it only just sat in the room. I sold it to somebody in London, and I think I sold it for like 400. So I made my money back. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I mean, I don't know if it's worth anything now. It could be, but he's like, "Would you do 300 if I came to pick it up?"
Right.
Like, but then I was like, "Oh, London's not that far. It's like an hour and a half." I wasn't doing anything that night. I was like, maybe I'll just take a nice drive. It was further than I thought. It was like an hour and a half.
Wait, what year is this?
I want to say it was probably like 2010, 11, maybe.
Okay, so gas was
relatively
pretty
cheap still.
reasonable.
Yeah.
Now it's out of control.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I went down there, met up with the person, gave me the $400. And then after they were leaving, you just kind of feel like this, like,
you missed it.
So many memories attached to that. I went with my friends downtown.
I remember walking out of Kipling Station.
Yeah, the guy told me I went from bags to riches. And now I'm just back to bags, I guess.
Look at Bags over there.
Bags.
Look at Mr. Plastic Bags.
Yeah. That's how about you? You must have had a bunch. I know you buy and sell shit all the time.
Oh my God. Did I tell you that story about so like 10 years ago I quit my full-time job at the bank. And because I had some gigs lined up, but basically the comics that I look up to, because I was telling them, you know what, I'm so tired, I can't do this anymore. Like I'm, because I was doing like a bunch of, I was doing a lot more shows back then because I was younger, hungrier, and now I'm full, and I was hungry back then, and like I was doing all these shows, like I'll go to London just for like free, not even.
I'm just getting my feet wet.
Yeah, just for the experience, just for the exposure, stage time, very valuable. So they're like, you should, you know what? If you quit your job because you're very tired, you will actually get 10 times better because the hunger will pay for itself. Like, you know what I mean?
Because you'll have no choice. There's no
choice. B. No choice.
Yeah.
Like the movie Pursuit of Happiness.
Another bags to riches story.
Right. Starting that fucking. Anyways, that dick.
Comedian hater.
Anyways, so I quit my job, and then I was like scrounging for money. But luckily, I didn't really have rent or anything, But I still had bills, I still had gas, and insurance and whatever. So I still needed money. So I remember, like a couple of months later, I was down to, you know what I mean? I was down to my last. To it. Yeah. I was down to my, like the end of my account, and I was like, oh man, I gotta start selling stuff, because that's what my sister said. She's like, oh, there's people out there that like buy stuff and sell it on like Kijiji, and, like they turn a profit kind of thing. So I was like, wait a minute, I actually have a bunch of crap that I don't even use anymore, so I'm gonna sell it. So I had this thing called it was a big thing back then. It was the BlackBerry tablet.
Oh, okay. I think you could get one if you signed up for like a checking account.
Or
Yeah.
Well, anyways, it was called the BlackBerry Playbook. That's what it was called. I was like, oh, this is so
Playbook.
cool.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a huge cell phone, right? And I remember I was selling it for $50, big old $50. And this is, 2013, $50 goes a long way.
Okay.
It could like get a full tank and a pack of cigarettes.
There you go.
So I'm trying to, so I'm on Kijiji. I'm trying to sell it. I'm trying to sell it. And then some guy goes, oh yeah, I'll buy it. Where do you want to meet? And there's like a Fortino's right by my house. Okay. In Brampton.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, meet me at Fortino's. So we go there and he tries to turn on. It does not turn on. And I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, oh. So I start scrambling. So I'm like, I get the charger. I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe it just died. Like maybe I didn't charge it or something. So I'm like, I'm putting it. So we ran. I ran to like the wall. I'm trying to look for this outlet. I'm scrambling
in the grocery
store.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. In like the hallway. And people are like walking in and out with their carts and the families. So I'm I'm sweating. I'm like, oh my god, please! I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose this sale, right? So I finally find a plug near the door. I plug it in, then I plug in the playbook, the tablet, and then after 30 seconds, that was like the longest 30 seconds. It turned on.
Ooh.
And it's because I guess I didn't charge it.
Yeah.
Dummy. And and then I was like, I felt like Pursuit of Happiness. It's like when he remember when he was
in the washroom.
Yeah. No. When he's selling the bone density machine.
Yeah.
It works. It works. Trust me. It's like, oh, it's okay. No.
Just come back when it's ready.
Yeah.
Come back when it's ready.
I swear it works.
It's gotta work, man. It's gotta work.
But that playbook, I didn't really miss that, but that was just
$50 though. You got it.
50 bones.
Oh, then you spent it on gas and cigarettes.
It was gone by 6 p.m. Oh, I have a question for you.
Ah.
I was at the, I don't want to name names again, but I was at the drive-thru at the Burger King, actually.
A familiar establishment
where I had worked for multiple years.
Supervisor.
I was a shift supervisor.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah. Hey, fastest rising star.
I was a kid.
Fastest rising star.
I was a kid. They gave me the keys.
Yep.
They gave me the keys to the car. Anyways, so we're at the drive-thru, and then the person I was with, I respect them. Okay, they were driving. Okay, we get to the drive-thru speaker, and right when we get to the menu, he or she, they say, hello.
Ooh.
Hello, can I get a Whopper combo? And I'm like, no. You got to, what I mean? They're not just sitting there waiting.
You don't call somebody, and as soon as they pick up the phone, you act like they called you. Like, hello.
Well, no. The equivalent to that is if I start dialing your number and I'm talking to you already. You didn't even answer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you answer. I'm like mid conversation with myself.
So
like,
this person
and another thing.
This person drove up. As soon as they got to the speaker, was automatically saying, "Hello. Can I get this?
Can I get?" Yeah.
And then how long after did somebody come on?
A few seconds later, but in my head, I want to say something. I'm like, oh, actually, I worked here for 5 years. I was a shift supervisor. And what happens is once the car is sensed, a beep, there's like a beeper that goes off in our headsets, and then we can talk.
Yeah.
But you have to wait. You have to wait till they acknowledge you, because maybe they're running around or something, right? That was my biggest pest peeve. Kevin.
Another commonly misused phrase.
Very pesty. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, Kev. Is when you know what I mean. You're busy. You're busy in there. You're not just.
I gotta
around.
know. I gotta know who this is. I gotta know.
Oh no, you don't know them.
Oh.
So you gotta, you know what I mean. You gotta wait till they do they acknowledge you? You know,
Definitely.
right?
I wouldn't. I sometimes sit at those speaker things, and I won't say anything. Just because.
You know what, if it's too long, maybe because I'm like, you know what, maybe if it's like a minute, 2 minutes, and nothing's happened, I'm like, maybe I missed it. You know what I mean? Maybe I missed the green. Like maybe my window was still closed when I got up, and they're like, "Yo, what up? What do you want?"
Well, I only because I think that happened one time where I was there for a little bit, and then you with people obviously, and you speak a little bit more freely, maybe more than you would. I just remember saying like, "Is this fucking place closed?" And then just like, "Hi, sir. What can I get for you today?"
Hey, you guys don't want money? You guys want $8?
Ever since then, I never. I'll just wait. Because then I don't know. It's like now they're gonna be like, spit in that bastard's food.
No, no. I'm saying, you know what? If it's been a long time, I would say something. And I'd be like, "Hello," like that with like a minute.
Just knock
like
on
that.
the speaker, like,
like no, you have like a little accent, like "Hello."
"Hey
You're all
there,
nice. Hello. Oh, sorry, sir.
customer,
Oh, sorry, garçon. May I help you?
waiter."
Yes, I would like
Waiter.
the McChicken, please. McChicken, no lettuce.
Oh man, yeah, I won't. That'll take a lot. Lineups in general, again, we've talked about this before. Drive-throughs, they give me anxiety.
Yes, and I've said this before, that sometimes if I'm in that lineup for so long, I order more.
It makes sense. It's a whole grocery store analogy where, at the front of the grocery store, they have all this like useless stuff. And right by the cashier, there's all the candies and gums and stuff like that.
It actually happened today. I was at Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
And then it was a long lineup. Big, you know what I mean? Long lineup in this. It was lunchtime. Huge lineup. And I was waiting there. And I'm like, I just wanted a coffee. But then as I waited there, that was like 5 minutes. I'm like, I gotta order like a dozen donuts. And I gotta make this worthwhile. You know, because I don't want to wait.
A dozen donuts, a large chili, a BLT sandwich, just for the wait.
Yeah. No, because I don't want to wait. You know what I mean? I don't want to be there. I don't want to spend like an hour of my time walking there and walking back.
Makes
like
sense.
This $2 coffee. You know what I mean?
Now you got to carry a dozen donuts back.
Well, it's totally worth it. I waited. Do you know how long I waited? Tens of minutes.
Tens of minutes.
Tens of minutes.
Oh man. You got any shows tonight?
No, not tonight. Tomorrow, well, I'm at the corner. And oh, you know what? Actually, this Sunday, February 5th, I believe.
Sure. Yes.
This Sunday, February 5th, big show. Big show this
With
February 5th.
Keith Pedro.
Yes. Yes, it's the Filipino tour, also known as the Trilipino. That's what Keith.
Yeah.
That's what Keith called it. The Trilipino. Keith Pedro live in Toronto, 8:00 p.m. at the Joker's Comedy Lounge in Richmond Hill.
How much are tickets?
In Richmond Hill. It's huge.
You'll go from riches to bags after you buy this ticket.
I actually don't know, but you know what? There's you go to the Joker's Comedy Club website, and you'll see it there. So big show. I mean, I'm actually very excited. And
how big is that venue?
It's huge. I actually did it last Tuesday for the first time.
Yeah,
and it's in Richmond Hill. It's like it's in this plaza, and we've actually been there before because my cousin, remember Derwin, he lived right there.
Mm-hmm.
So back in the day,
was it the Filipino cultural center? I know you've been to a couple. You emceed a bunch of things in that area.
No. This is like Highway 7 and like Leslie.
Oh, okay.
Or Highway 7 and 404. There's a big like complex of all these restaurants.
Okay.
You know,
How many people can fit in the venue?
I believe like 150. It's huge.
Nice.
So we used to go there a long time ago. It was called Honest Lawyers. It was a pool hall, and I remember it was like this big fancy pool hall, and a huge room. And then they turned into a comedy club, and I went there on Tuesday. I was impressed. It looks very nice.
Yeah.
A little too big.
The layout is going to be okay for that many people, sound wise. You've had that issue before where people in the back can't hear you.
Well, this one's very long.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing with this one is it's very long. So the stage is very wide. So like what I had to do last week is I had to go back and forth. It was actually a lot of work.
Get your steps in.
Get my steps in, yeah. Because the corner, it's a smaller place, and the corner comedy club, and the stage is just like it's like a little circle. You know what I mean? So I don't really have move. You know what I mean? All I have to do is just turn. You know, but this one I have to walk back and forth. Woo!
Hey, that's just what you got to do. Sometimes you got to put a little work in.
Got to put a little walk in.
If you want to go from bags to riches, you must.
I should have ended on that story with the Stone Cold belt.
That's all right.
But after that, I'm like, I'm done. I checked out of this podcast. I was like, can't top it. You know? You know what I mean?
It's too good.
It's like when you go on the roller coaster and like the big, you know what I mean? The big dip.
Yeah.
It's at the beginning, and the rest of the ride is like,
and it's like, oh, yeah, that wasn't that bad. Yeah. It's all right. But like one of the, more famous roller coasters we have here, the Bat, that's the same thing, right? You go down right at the beginning, but then you also end that way on the high note.
Right.
I think.
Okay.
I don't know. I haven't really been on that one.
Yeah, no, the Bat, when you go, it's like you go down, and then you go backwards.
You go backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're regressing.
We're regressing.
Yeah.
Speaking of regression, I guess we should end it there. I have a lot of cleaning to do here. What do you have to do?
I got to do back to work and then clean.
All right. Well, you know what? Tomorrow, I'll drop by.
No, don't drop by. Whenever you're like happen to be in the area, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Don't come out this way just for that. If you're in the area, it's no rush. It's a done deal.
All right.
I get it. You want your money. Okay. I'll email transfer it to you. No problem.
Rent's due. Anyways, okay. So, Kev, thanks for listening, and follow us on Instagram at Ernie Vicente, at Kev Various, and I'll see you guys again next week.
Toodles.